We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we're willing to die for it. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it's ripe. You have to make it fall. Every day, you have to fight so that love for humanity can be transformed into concrete deeds, into acts that set an example, that mobilize. Let's be realistic. Let's do the impossible. Every day, people straighten up the hair. Why not the heart? If you have the capacity to tremble with indignation every time that an injustice is committed in the world, then we are comrades. Words that do not match deeds are not important. I don't care if I fall as long as someone else picks up my gun and keeps on shooting. Let the world change you, and you can change the world. Words without deeds are worthless. One must endure without losing tenderness. We have no right to believe that freedom can be won without struggle. At the risk of seeming ridiculous, let me say that the true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. I would rather die standing up to live life on my knees. To accomplish much, you must first lose everything. Democracy is not compatible with financial oligarchy. Be realistic. Demand the impossible. It's a sad thing not to have friends, but it is even sadder not to have enemies. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. I'm not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. Justice remains the tool of a few powerful interests. Legal interpretations will continue to be made to suit the convenience of the oppressor powers. A country that does not know how to read and write is easy to deceive. Cruel leaders are replaced only to have new leaders turn cruel. Youth should learn to think and act as a mass. It is criminal to think as individuals. The best form of saying is being. Democracy cannot consist solely of elections that are nearly always fictitious and managed by rich landowners and professional politicians. Above all, always be capable of feeling deeply any injustice committed against anyone, anywhere in the world. This is the most beautiful quality in a revolutionary. I could become very rich in Guatemala, but by the low method of ratifying my title, opening a clinic, and specializing in allergies. To do that would be the most horrible betrayal of the two I's struggling inside me, the socialist and the traveler. The revolution is made by man, but man must forge his revolutionary spirit from day to day. I know you're here to kill me. Shoot, coward. You're only going to kill a man. If you tremble with indignation at every injustice, you're a comrade of mine. The world must not only be interpreted, it must be transformed. Man ceases to be the slave and tool of his environment and converts himself into the architect of his own destiny. A new era will dawn in Africa when the impoverished masses of a nation rise up to rescue the right to a decent life from the hands of the ruling oligarchies. I'm not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. One must endure without losing tenderness. Above all, try to be able to feel deeply any injustice committed against any person in any part of the world. I have a wish. It is a fear as well that in my end will be my beginning. Every day, people straighten up their hair. Why not their heart? Peaceful coexistence cannot be limited to the powerful countries if we want to ensure world peace. The first duty of a revolutionary is to be educated. The only passion that guides me is for the truth. I look at everything from this point of view. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. Passion is needed for any great work, and for the revolution, passion and audacity are required in big doses. If you can find ways without any obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. Be realistic. Demand the impossible. We must strive every day so that this love of living humanity is transformed into actual deeds, into acts that serve as examples, as a moving force. The ultimate and most important revolutionary aspiration, to see human beings liberated from their alienation. We must struggle every day so that this love for humanity becomes a reality. In a revolution, one triumphs or dies. The ultimate and most important revolutionary aspiration, to see human beings liberated from their alienation. Passion is needed for any great work, and for the revolution, passion and audacity are required in big doses. We are overcome by anguish at this illogical moment of humanity. If I lose, it will not mean that it was impossible to win. I'm one of those people who believe that the solution to the world's problems is to be found behind the Iron Curtain. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. Cruel leaders are replaced only to have new leaders turn cruel. If you enjoy our videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the like button for more inspirational quotes.